None of them are underrated. None of them are overrated. There we go. End of I tricked you all into watching this video. Lately I've been seeing a lot of videos on BFDI or Teapot characters or whatever you want to call the season. Overrated and underrated, and I would just like to say that they're all incorrect. None of these videos are correct. You may say that a character like Eggy doesn't have as many fans as other people, but that's just down to preference. All of the characters in BFDI, in BFDIA, in IDFB, in every single season, and to an extent every object show, are all the same. They're all characters, and I don't believe that any of them are truly overrated or any of them are truly underrated. So let's give some examples. Leafy and Fiery from BFDI, obviously they're the winner and runner-up. They have a lot of screen time, they're shipped together a lot, there's a whole bunch of fan art and stuff, and you may say, oh, these characters are overrated. No, they're likable enough, there's nothing awful about them. It's really simple. The definition of overrated isn't just when a character has a lot of fans, it's when they have too many fans and they're not a good character. And I don't think Leafy or Fiery are bad characters. I think they deserve all of the love that they do get. And I'm saying this as someone who doesn't even like Leafy or Fiery that much. I think they're okay, but I totally see why everyone else loves them. And you've got characters that, like in my opinion, I don't like Profiley. I don't really like Black Hole that much, I don't like Loser, but they're all loved characters and I wouldn't consider them overrated in the slightest when lots of other people like them, because I understand why they're likable. And then I might like a character, I don't really like a lot of characters that people consider underrated, so thinking of a character that is considered underrated by some people, like Foldy, I wouldn't consider her to be underrated whatsoever. I think she just doesn't have as many fans as other people, although she doesn't deserve any of those fans that she does have, that she deserves more. People can like her if they want to. She doesn't have any less fans than she deserves, she doesn't have any more fans than she deserves. She's just a character, like everyone else in this goddamn show. And I'm tired of seeing so many videos that are like, top 10 overrated BFDI characters, and it's just every single character from season 1 that have a lot of fans. Like, have you seen season 1? Like, it's understandable that characters like Fiery and Flower and Bubble and Pencil and the other characters that are in that season have a lot of fans. They've been around for a very long time. They deserve all the love that they do get. And then you'll see characters that are quote-unquote overhated. I understand that a bit more. Or underhated, but I don't really get that one as much. To be overhated, you need to be a character that doesn't deserve the hate, and all of the characters in BFDI deserve hate. To be fair, they're all really bad people most of the time. I can barely think of any character in BFDI that hasn't committed some heinous crime. Speaking of heinous crimes, there are so many videos that I am seeing on my recommended page that's like, if this character was charged for their crimes, stop making those videos. I don't want to see another one of them videos on my YouTube recommended page ever again. Get them away from me. I can't even speak. Get that vile garbage off my timeline. That's a joke, by the way. You can make those videos as much as you want. Well, this is a rant video. Surprise, this overrated, underrated video is just me ranting about BFDI content that I don't like seeing. There's also good stuff, like any of the iceberg videos that I've seen. They're all great. I love those, they're fun. Theory videos, also a lot of the time good. Clip compilations are a little bit more annoying to me sometimes, because they don't take a lot of effort to just find clips of a character. But sometimes they have funny little captions, which helps make the content better than just taking the content. Which is why I try to avoid that myself, of just taking content. I like to try and add something, like me talking. Here's more content I hate. Ignore the microphone being shaky, I'm holding it in my hand and I am very shaky, so this is a bad idea. Content I don't like. Time, those stupid AI videos that I saw way too much. Especially ones where people use AI to make different characters sing the Cake at Steak song, or dub over memes, or anything like that. Even Carrie and Michael used like an AI cover of like foreign acts singing a song when they're literally the voice actors and they could have easily done it themselves. I don't know why they did it. I guess they don't mind it, but it just seems really lazy to me that some YouTubers, I'm not gonna name them, are just using AI to just do their videos for them when they could hire voice actors or try themselves. I can't voice act for the life of me. Yeah, I'm still trying to make my own object show where I voice a character and a few background characters. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're bad at something, you're gonna get better eventually. And people tell me I sound like Eggy, and I hope those people explode. That was a joke, please don't hurt me. You can say I sound like whatever character you want, I'm not gonna believe you, I sound like me. And also the characters that I'm gonna voice in my own show, considering I'm gonna voice them. Anyway, back to overrated and underrated talk, because I went on a rant for like 3 minutes. For a character to be considered overrated, they need to have, in someone else's eyes, more fans than they deserve. When that in itself is an opinion. You can love a character, like, I love Bubble, I love Lollipop, I love Pillow, and someone could come up to me and be like, those characters are all overrated, and that would just be their opinion. Unless the common majority of people agree that a character doesn't deserve as much love as they do, in which case, that character would then not be overrated, because most people don't like them. The same with underrated characters. If a lot of people love that character, then they're not underrated at that point, because they've got a lot of fans. So it just doesn't make any sense to me, the entire, like, purpose. With things like games, I get it more for a game to be considered underrated, especially with, like, indie games, but for characters in a show where people are already watching that show, it just doesn't work with me. Some of my favorite characters, as I've just said, are like Pillow and Bubble, Lollipop. Fanny is my favorite character of all time, and I'm probably gonna do a video about her that like 2 people will watch, because who wants to watch a weirdo yell about an object show character for an hour? Not me, I don't even want to do that. That sounds like a horrible time. But I wouldn't consider those characters to be overrated or underrated. Sure, Pillow is like one of the most beloved characters in BFDI, but since she's so loved, I can't speak, since she is so loved, then she's not overrated. Everyone agrees that she's a great character, and the few people that don't like her, well then they just don't like her. It doesn't make her an overrated character by any means, and I think people need to learn that quicker than they currently are. Shout out to like every OSC, like, YouTuber, the ones that create object shows or just object show related content that isn't just content farming or really lazy content using AI. You guys are great, especially the object show creators themselves. They're all amazing. A person on YouTube I mentioned like literally every video where Eggy is involved, because he's the Eggy guy. He deserves all of his subscribers. And then every other OSC content creator, you're all great. I don't really watch a lot of content creators myself. I watch a few like reactionists, like I watch the Universe book sometimes. That's really it though. I can't think of other people right now. There was that one person whose name I remember but I can't pronounce, who watched like one, and they had like that recovery center theory video. I don't remember their name. They also made like the one database themselves, but I like that person. That one's really good. Content creators are great, and I think the OSC just needs to keep up with good, original, fun content that people want to see. Don't get too lazy, don't get too every other YouTube channel-y. Just keep making great stuff for a community that is not the best, I do admit. Excited for every other episode of Teapot and BFDI and MSI to come. The other videos planned, I made a poll, or like ages ago, or like a community post talking about videos I planned, and I haven't released any of them. So watch out for that. When the next BFDIA episode comes out, I will be finally finishing my BFDIA video. This video is not like scripted, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. Most videos aren't, because I just can't bring myself to write scripts, apart from my free smart video I'm making. That actually does have a script, so that probably won't be very good because I'm actually trying, and if I try, then the videos don't get any views and they don't sound good. But yeah, guys, what video am I going to put in the background of this? Ooh, who knows? I talk about BFDI, a random BFDI episode, ooh. I'm Curse Plague Doctor, by the way. You should subscribe. You should subscribe to me because I want to reach 2K eventually. Yep, that's all. Alright, goodbye.